welcome back to my channel. My name is Risha J, and I just want to say thank you guys for joining me once again. This is actually the second to the last video, so 10 episodes total, because I felt like these were 10 major topics that I needed to talk about. And I'm just so grateful and so blessed to have made it this far, being consistent and just staying focused, because I'm like, I gotta get it out there. Before, I was the type that I was definitely inconsistent. I said I want to do so many things and I'll quit and I'll stop. Well, not really quit, I'll just stop. And then I'm like, I want to quit after that. It's because it wasn't, I don't know if it was just not time, or I just didn't have the enough enthusiasm to actually get me through. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes, you can lose, like I was talking about in my last video, you can lose the momentum because you wait too long. And I've definitely had those episodes, those times where I waited too long and I said I want to do this and do that, and then I didn't want to do it again, and then I felt like a failure because I didn't do it. And it's all because we wait and we always try to figure out when is the right time. Now is the right time. The right time is now. Okay, and even when you don't feel, if you don't feel like it, do not go off your emotions. Just really just get into it. If it's for you, don't worry about what you see around you. If your environment is not matching up with what you should be doing inside your heart, I really, really, really believe that you should just do it, okay? I really believe that. And I'm just going based off experience because, like I said, I was always talking myself out of doing something after I said I wanted to do it. And it's because, oh, well, I'll do it later. Or I got a headache, so I'll do it later. Or I'm tired, I'll just do it later. And it's always putting it off and doing it later. No, do it now. Do it now. Okay, so the topic today is losing faith, okay? Losing faith. And the scripture, walk on faith and not by sight. Walk on faith and not by sight. It is hard to walk on faith and not by sight. And let's talk about it. It is hard because we focus so much as human beings on the things that we see, and we feel that if we can see it, then it's believable, and it is very hard to keep going and keep having this mindset that regardless if I don't see it, it's going to get done. You have to train your mind to know that it will get done. If you are used to negativity, you will become a pessimistic person. And it's really all about your environment. It's really about who you hang with. It's really about how they talk to themselves. And then you start, talking to yourself about that. It's really the influence. Like, influence can be good or it can be bad. And it's all about what you pick up. You know what I'm saying? And it's good to have, friends, and great to have family, but you need to know when it's time to leave the party. You need to know when it's time to distance yourself so you can focus. And like I said in my previous video, you cannot hang with people who have never walked a mile in your shoes. You cannot hang with people who has never really done what they wanted to do. All they did was talk, and they talked about what they were going to do, and they never got there. And I'm not talking down on them. I'm saying that if you know that it's something that you want to do, you need to distance yourself, and you need to not tell people things. But also you do that so you can stay focused. Like, literally feed your mind great things. And hang with people who does the same for you. And when I was watching TD Jakes, he mentioned a word, reciprocity. And I think I pronounced that correctly, but it's about when you feed other people, make sure they're feeding you and you're not just feeding them from a half to an empty cup. You know what I'm saying? When you are trying to do something in this world and you feel it in your heart, God has given you a vision of what he has for you. There comes a time where you need to be more serious than the party. You need to be more serious and hang with your friends. You need to be more serious with just everything. Put yourself first, but put your dreams first as well, your goals. You can dream all day and say you want to do this and do that, but it's really about that action. Like I talked about, it's about that action. When you set that date on what it is that you want to do, that you will manifest it. But you can't say, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and you're writing down these affirmations and you're writing down your goals, but you have yet to put action in it. And remember, with faith without works is dead. So you can have faith, okay, but make sure that you're putting in the work, okay? You're putting in the work to get you where you want to be. Now, I've lost faith before, and I've always believed in God, but I lost faith before. And I just didn't know what I was going to do, and I just felt like my vibe was off. The energy was definitely off. I was so focused on the environment of what was happening to me, and I didn't realize, thinking back, like it was really happening for me. Things have to fall apart in order for great things to come together. And some people would be ashamed, about what they go through, but not me. I realized that it was only happening for me. It was shaping me. I would not have become this person I am becoming without God. And I had to really restore my faith and my trust. I kept praying, even when I felt like I was losing faith. I never lost the sight of God and His Word. So I just kept praying, and I kept reading my Bible, and I just kept saying those positive affirmations to myself, and and not just pray once a day. I would pray many times during the day, and I felt, eventually my faith was restoring, because the things I kept repeating was actually coming to life. So you can share a post on social media to get your faith back, or just to get something positive in your life, something going for you, to get you some inspiration. But you need to repeat those things every day, every single day, all day, 20 times, 30 times, 100 times. You need to keep repeating it, because saying it one time is not going to stick there. It's not going to stay. You need it to stick. You need it to live in your mind, so you can really truly believe that anything that you want in this life that you can have, anything that you want to do, you can do it, And there's not no naysayer, no nothing, nobody can tell you anything. And some people allow fear to creep up in their minds. And while we're taking a break, we tend to overthink. And we also lose faith by overthinking. And I want to say that if you are losing faith by overthinking, you need to stay in your Bible. You need to stay focused on God's Word. It's easy to overthink. It's easy to get distracted. It's easy to say yes to things that honestly you should be saying no to. Put yourself first, okay? When you continue to be around things that are not for you, you're actually self-sabotaging. And when we self-sabotage and we betray ourselves when we do that, and when we put ourselves in situations that we have outgrown, and and God is literally showing us and telling us that we need to level up and actually do better and leave the past behind, we tend to betray ourselves, and also we lose faith, because we keep going back to the same things we keep praying God to get us out of. And it's easy to go back. Like I said in my previous videos, it's easy to go back. It's easy. Because it's like, I've already been here before. I'm comfortable, It's easy. And who doesn't want easy? If it was easy to where you are going and to what God has for you, everyone will be doing it. So you must learn to do the hard things, the different things that's going to get you closer to what you want to do and what God has for you. And we also lose faith because we try to do things ourselves. We try to control everything, and you cannot control everything. I've tried, and I've tried, and I've tried to do it my way, and the whole time God is like, all right, hello, I'm here, can you see me? And the whole time I was overlooking what He has for me. And when I decided to take a break and I decided to just let go, and I decided to let God, whew, the best thing I've ever done. Because you see this glow, like this came from God. Like His strength, His grace, and His mercy upon me. I mean, I am moving gracefully. And it's because of Him. And it's because I keep Him close. We're just like this. Because I go to Him first before any and everybody. I don't even go to nobody. I go to God. And me and Him, we work it out. But I just want to say, get that relationship. Get in a relationship with God. Keep Him first. And seek Him always. Always seek Him and ask Him for direction. Social media is not going to direct you on what you need to do. It's nothing but distractions, honestly. People are distractions, you know. And that's what the enemy does, though. The enemy uses people and things to distract you because he knows that you will fall. You will fall for them every single time. But if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. And you got to stand up for yourself. See, He has not given us the spirit of fear, but God has given us the spirit of power, love, and self-control. So when you're going through a season where you're losing faith, you have the power to get back and pull yourself together. You have the power to call on God. You have the self-control that you need to control yourself when you want to say yes to the parties, when you know you need to be focusing on something else. You know you need to be literally doing something else other than partying, because the parties are always going to be there. You can miss a party or two. I'm sure you can. You know, you can miss a party or two, but it's all about what you find important. It's about your values. And I believe that you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. But you gotta put Him first. You gotta seek Him, and you gotta really be serious about it. And you need to rejoice in the time. Rejoice in the meantime when you are waiting for whatever God has for you. If you've done your part and you only controlled what you could, let Him do the rest. And stop trying to stress yourself out of the situation. He's telling you to just enjoy the time that you have right now. Enjoy the moment, rejoice, and just live. You know what I'm saying? Be in the moment. And guess what? It's going to come to you when you least expect it. It's all going to turn around for you. So I just want to say that. I just want to literally tell you that it's going to work out. If you're losing faith, baby, call to God. Like I said in my last videos, I look to Sarah Jakes Roberts. I look to T.D. Jakes as well to help me. That was Bible study for me, because post-COVID, I really wasn't a fan of going to church. So I made sure the church came to me. And God is everywhere you are. So if you call on Him, He's here. He's there with you, you know. And it's all about what you choose to do. You choose to control it all, or you choose to put it in His hands and let Him do it. Do it for you. Because remember, the battle is never yours. It's always God. So whatever you're going through is His to fight. You know. But listen to some inspirational songs. Like, for example, I want to say her name is Jhené Aiko. I always get that last name mixed up. But her songs, oh my God, especially, honestly, all of them. But my favorite ones while going through something tough is Ways. Ways is my favorite. Why Aren't You Smiling? That's my favorite. And also Speak. Oh my God, that song was just amazing to me. Every single word that she spoke and sang in that song spoke to me. And it's really like all of her songs, like a soul connection, a soul tie. It's just, oh my God, so soulful. And it just brings out the best in you. But go to things that brings out the best in you. And so you can be your very best. I'm rooting for you, and I want you to root for yourself and stop rooting for everybody else and you leaving yourself high and dry. Root for you. Be there for you every day. Like, for real, for real. For real, for real. Because ever since I started doing that, I'm telling y'all, I can't look back It's some things that I can't even put myself in no more, no situations I can't put myself in no more. I'm done backtracking. I'm done going back to things that are not for me. I am just over it. I'm done. I am just done. And I'm so thankful and so grateful for it all. Thank you, God, because I couldn't have made it this far without Him. And I say that every day. So you choose what you want to do, okay? And you be your best self while you're doing it. You don't have to have it all figured out while you're doing it. This is step one. Count it as step one. Nobody is perfect. I have never met no one who is perfect. I never met no one who was perfect trying to figure it all out. And you're not even supposed to figure it all out. But I've never met someone who was perfect. But I know that everyone who is successful started somewhere. So you need to start somewhere. You need to start looking at how this person got all these things now. They have worked years and years to get them where they are today. So think about that. Like, people don't get stuff overnight. Y'all gotta relax. Some people are really looking at it like, oh my God, like, I want to be rich overnight. It won't happen. It can't. It's no. And honestly, you got to do the self-work in order to actually keep the things that you're praying for. Like, if you don't have the strength to get these things, if you don't have the knowledge to multiply it or the consistency to keep it, if you're not consistent, you won't keep it. You know, so make sure that you have these things, that you're working on yourself in order to gain these things, in order to keep these things that you want. But I get it. You can lose faith, but make sure that you restore your faith. Because remember, it's not about the things you see. It's about what you feel and hear. And it's about what you're going to do with it. What are you going to do with it? Have faith in God and know that He is always working, that you are wonderfully and fearfully made. Okay? You are wonderfully and fearfully made. And you are. So act like it. Okay? Act like it. All right. Anyway, guys, I just want to say, do not lose faith. God is with you. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort you. So make sure that you are focused on yourself, that you were doing what you said you was going to do, and let God handle the rest. And that's all we can do. Other than that, have fun. Have fun and enjoy, you know, and embrace the moments. Okay? I don't think too hard on the situation. After you prayed and left it in God's hands, after you done what you could, that's it. That's it. That's it. Stop focusing on what you don't see. Stop being grateful for what you do have in this day, and just keep praying and keep manifesting. It will all come. All right, guys, I just want to say our affirmation for today is, I am faithful. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I am blessed. And I am courageous. Be courageous. Have courage in what you are about to do. And give it all you have and be all that you can be. Have a great day, y'all. I'll see you guys in my next video.